Sabbath? So
I know Nehemiah, he got mad, and then
right. Look for it up. So there's a law, but so now we in modern time. So like we acknowledge the Sabbath. Sometimes we gotta work on the Sabbath. Because the Sabbath don't fall on Friday, Saturday, or Saturday, Sunday. It's according to the new moon.
But you said it don't flow on Sunday?
According to, not every week. Like you got how you guys see, theirs is Friday down to Saturday. But it's according to the new moon.
Where's it at?
Psalms 81 and 3. You got it up, get it. Get Psalms 81 and 3 and get the one in Ecclesiastes 41 and 3. 41 and 6. 43 and 6.
43.
Yeah, read that. You got Psalm 81 and 3. Read that real quick.
In Psalms 81 and 3, it says, blow up the trumpet in the new moon, and the time appointed on our solemn feast day. For this was a statute for Israel, and a law of the power of Jacob. This he ordained in Joseph for a testimony when he went out through the land of Egypt, where I heard a language that I understood not.
So let's see.
Sirach, or Ecclesiasticus, chapter 43, verse 6. He made the moon also to serve in her season.
So the word moon, the word month, go back to the word moon. You look it up. Go ahead.
To serve in her season for a declaration of times.
Right, that's what we read. Psalms 81 and 3 say he appointed that statue in Jacob. Go ahead.
And a sign of the world.
Right.
From the moon is the sign of feasts, a light that decreaseth in her perfection. The month is called after her name, increasing wonderfully in her changing, being an instrument of the armies above, shining in the firmament of heaven.
So we just want to establish the Sabbath goes according to the moon with the word month, go back to moon. So you heard it say moon come from her name.
What about the 7th day?
The 7th day, there is no number. So whatever day the new moon starts on is 6 days after that.
So how do we know? Like,
So that's what you can download. It's called the Moon Phase app. Go to the App Store and download. It's free. It's called Moon Phase app, and I keep it on my phone. And it's accurate. So like when you got the apostle, huh? No, right now it's what, Monday to Tuesday.
Sunday to Monday.
Sunday to Sunday. So it's Sunday Eve to Monday Eve right now.
Sunday to Monday?
Yeah.
Which city was called?
Moon Phase app, and it's very accurate, bro. Because I use it to follow. Because we got the apostle Ramlaw, one of our apostles always put it up. The other apostles put it up. Yeah. And it'll show you. You can follow it, bro. And you can follow it from right now today. But right now, the Sabbath right now is called the sundown to Monday. You can keep up with it right now, and it'll show you in the next month.
Just kept this in there.
But we just want to make that point. You got it.
I got
so
you real quick. So this is Colossians 2 and 16. It says, "Let no man therefore judge you in meat or in drink, or in respect of an holy day, or the new moon, or of the Sabbath days." And what I bring that out to say is that when you first come to understand that you're an Israelite, the knowledge gets deeper, but you're not held to a consequence because you was keeping it on Friday to Saturday.
Right.
It's just for truth's sake. It's on the lunar. When we were in the wilderness, we didn't have a calendar. We didn't have a Gregorian calendar. So we had to look at the moon to see when our feast days came up. But you know, the Lord's not holding that against you. This is Colossians 2 and 16.
Make sure to say lunar calendar on yours.
Because again, we rehearsing the righteous acts.
Good to see you.
It was April. Yeah. I'm right here. You already got it? Amos?
Amos 8:5.
Now concerning the Sabbath, you said it don't say it in the law that you can't buy or sell. I got you. Now when you read in Leviticus, and I'm gonna read this before you get that. This Leviticus 23 and 3, it says, 6 days shall work be done, but the 7th day is the Sabbath of rest and holy convocation. You shall do no work therein. It is the Sabbath of the Lord in all your dwellings. Now that's the law that's given. But we have to go into the prophets to see the context. So this is an example of the context of how our people treated the Sabbath. You got it.
Amos chapter 8, verse 5, saying, when will the new moon be gone, that we may sell corn, and the Sabbath, that we may set forth wheat, making the ephod small and the shekel great, and falsifying the balances by deceit.
Now let's start up 2 verses above that, but that's the point of it. That's the meat of it. So what he was saying was that you had Israelites that was so eager to get back in the trap and start making exchanges that they was like, man, when is the Sabbath over? When is the new moon over? Which shows you the new moon and the Sabbath get treated the same way. So you don't buy and sell, because if we all lived amongst each other and there's no work to be done according to the law, who's buying and who's selling?
But what if we,
Nobody's working.
what if we buy and sell to Gentiles? What don't matter?
We have to rehearse the righteous acts on this side. We live in a society that's not ours, but in the kingdom of heaven, we're not gonna do no work. So we're not gonna have to deal with buying or selling, because technically you're supposed to treat the Sabbath day separate from all the other days. Every other day is a day of transaction. You get your business done, whatever the case may be. But that seventh day, you're supposed to just chill. Yeah, and really, you're supposed to chill. On this side, you have to do what you have to do.
Right.
If we can get that example where Yahweh shot kick corn,
So you can, yeah.
like the ears on the corn.
So because we ain't in the kingdom, so we rehearsing the righteous act, like I said in Judges, right? So if you're rehearsing it, then you want to try to, if you can, cook your food the day before. So on the Sabbath, you just eat, you ain't cooking nothing. But we ain't perfect. If you got to cook on the Sabbath, it is what it is. Because we got to work. Like it's Sunday, sundown to Monday. We all got to go to work Monday. The Lord, that's why Yahweh shall cover that with his blood. Because we ain't in our kingdom. That's why the law, like, we under the grace of the law. We still rehearse the righteous acts. But if we was justified by the law, we'd all be dead. Because our women get their period. If you got a woman, we don't got no other house for her to stay at.
Be in the same house as her.
She can't even sleep in the same bed with you.
What?
Let alone cook. She can't even stay with you in the same house.
That is misogyny.
If you is in the house, rehearsing the righteous acts would be, baby, I'm gonna sleep on the couch for 7 days. Because you shouldn't even be in the bed. The sheet's dirty.
Even with that, everything that she touches is right.
Right. Everything she touched.
And you're gonna use that toilet.
Yeah, you're right. She y'all use the same toilet.
She gonna fix your food.
If I may say, because
So we can't, but that's the Lord. We can't, that's what we, mercy, man. It's the mercy of Yahweh.
That dog is good enough for us.
Otherwise, we'll be through.
Damn. Unclaimed out there. Unclaimed.
You know you don't supposed to eat pork or shrimp, crab, and lobster, right? Because you can go to a restaurant and some female bringing your food to you and her period on.
Don't think of too much.
It's just the ones that you know you can do it. The ones we can't, like again, the Sabbath is a big thing. The Lord killed a nigga picking up sticks on the Sabbath.
Right.
That's in the book of Numbers.
so people without even thinking about it having a period. That's
Yeah.
part of the law.
We don't supposed to line up neither, but we ain't perfect. We don't supposed to get lined up.
Nah, word?
Yeah, that's in Leviticus 19.
No lineup?
No lineups.
That's why you don't see brothers. That's why you don't see brothers lined up. Yeah.
What law is that?
Leviticus 19, 27, 28.
Hey, if I may say, because the priests were considered blameless because they were the one conducting the business of the Lord in the temple, the sacrifices and everything. That's considered work, but they were still considered blameless.
Yeah, but they were the priests. They were the only one that can do that.
They got their own set.
Yeah, they had their own,
What was that Leviticus
27, 28.
Hey, but like the scripture says, you're not supposed to be overripe. Like mother orders, when in captivity after the days, the law said that's about them. So when you can't go homosexual. Right. So you gotta do that to the Lord. All we can do is what we are know what's wrong. Keeping ourselves the standard of the Lord, what we know is wrong. What we can do it
heavy thing, and the Deuteronomy 16, we supposed to go to Jerusalem 3 times a year.
Yep.
What we going over there for now?
I ain't got money for that.
What we gonna go over there for now? If you had the money, what you gonna go over there for? We don't supposed to go over there. Because Jerusalem is the people. Jerusalem is the 12 tribes. We scattered to the 4 corners of the earth.
Right.
If we had the money, we weren't supposed to go over there 3 times a year.
How about that?
And on the Passover, right? We do the Passover. The lamb's supposed to be a whole lamb roasted. You know what we gotta do? Go to Publix and get a fucking
A little tray at a time.
That's called a lamb. It could be a fucking female. It could be a blemish ass lamb. We don't know.
It's supposed to be a male with no blemish.
A male with no blemish, the lamb's supposed to be.
Because it's supposed to be slaughtered the second day, right?
Yeah. We can't, put some blood on the doorpost at your crib and see if your neighbor call police on your ass. We ain't, bro, that's why your house shot, man. That's what it is about your house shot.
And I see you got your Fringes on, which is a beautiful thing. But it's not necessarily expedient to wear them everywhere. We don't have to wear them. Fringes really, in these latter days, meant to. When you are delineate that law, your Fringes are supposed to look upon it and remember the law.
Right.
Now you know it. You know you're not supposed to perform. You know you're not supposed
So I don't have to wear fringes.
No, that's a target, bro. That's a target. You walk around Fringes, like, he hate
He
white
one of
people.
them. Yeah.
Get the gun.
Yep.
Bro, the Fringes is a target, bro.
Y'all different from most brothers.
Yeah.
You gotta wear your fringes.
Yeah, that's IUIC. ISUPK with that bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the brother said, the Fringes on your mind, man.
Yeah, sons of Zion.
Yeah, because he was with watching for Israel when they was down there. But when watching for Israel separated, the sons of Zion started his own. So he was the head of the Orlando watching for Israel camp. Yeah, they are, bro. No, it's not wise what Fringes everywhere. Yeah.
I have a question.
He's pegging now. He bugged out.
I have a question.
He's pegging and bugged out now.
Brother Rakaria mentioned that we are in captivity today. Do you believe that?
Yeah, we in captivity.
Yes.
I think the brothers that's locked up in prison houses, they in captivity for sure. I think, I don't know. Let's say I'm in captivity right now. Driving, working, making money.
Yeah, see, that's what Esau conditioned us. It's called trimming our way to seek love.
It's called
Trimming your way to seek love. In Jeremiah 2, verse 33, our people that trim their way to seek love. It's called Stockholm Syndrome. In Isaiah 30:12, it said, we trust in oppression and perversion to stay their own. Brother, we still in captivity.
If I consider this, before the end chapter, it says,
Yeah.
What we do now as a form of working,
22.
being a part of society,
Yep.
it's just a modern thing.
No. Sorry.
It's a modern thing. We still work for the same people.
Yep.
Still go to the same people for the same about clothing, housing, water, food, nourishment. We still go to the same thing. It's just they've given us a little bit of liberty to drive, to go out, to go within the state, but we still are in captivity. You can't go out of this country without having passport.
Yep.
You can't have a house. You can't have to go to a marriage. You can't collect rainwater. You can't do nothing without the so-called white.
But if you got your own house, if you want to add a room on, you gotta go get a goddamn permit.
If we were actually free, the face on the money would be our people's face.
Right.
We would have our own government. We would set our own laws. If we went to the United Nations, we would have a representative for our people. We don't.
You know
Because
how
we're
I
still
say,
subject to another nation.
you know how I say Russia, it'll say Italy, Turkey, and the UN. You don't see nobody on there say House of Israel. You see it say Israeli.
It's Israel, they got their representative.
Right. We don't got none. Because the Lord is our representative.
Working and stuff, brother. You read the law. You read our customs. So you know the way the Lord set it up by the time we were 17. We had our own resources. We had our own money. And we were working on our own thing. The way the so-called white man set it up, we set up the workforce and you get a perpetual slave until you were 75.
They used to be 64 when they raised it.
Yep.
Right, that's the people in the perpetual slave.
Yep.
So we're not free. It's an illusion of freedom. because you could drive around, so to speak, without having to take.
We don't have shackles on. That's what just because we don't have the shackles on, our people think they're free.
Only in the mind.
Salaki. That's just like insurance. If you own insurance company, right? If a person don't never die, they constantly paying into the insurance, right? If you don't get hurt, but you still paying insurance, who winning? Right? So it ain't gonna benefit them for you to retire at 65. Because the Lord put the energy in Jake ass, and Jake ass living on Esau ass. Let me get my I've been this coming for 30 years. So now what they did is, let's affect the food. We put the shit in the food and the water and the air. Now these motherfuckers can't live to see retirement. And we don't gotta pay out. Cause motherfuckers living till, no, he like, man, we gotta do something else. So they affect the food and the water. Now they on pills, everybody, high blood pressure, diabetes. Pork is the cheapest shit you can buy now. It's everywhere, it's on everything. Cause they don't benefit off you making it to retirement. The government is made, America is a business, a corporation. The insurance company linked with the doctors linked with the goddamn Medicaid, everybody linked together to make money.
Baruch 3:8, it says, behold, we are yet this day in our captivity.
Man, that's the spirit.
For the Lord has scattered us for a reproach and a curse, and to be subject to payment.
And when you think about the time of Yahweh Shah, when he was alive,
Baruch 3.
Read again for him, bro.
yeah.
Cause see them niggas ain't gonna read these precepts to you, bro. Them guys, whoever you listening to, they ain't gonna read this to you because they want you to think you free. They ain't waiting on Yahweh Shah to come. They trying to build here Israelite communities. Huh? The Messiah. No, Yahweh Shah. Yahusha, that's Yiddish. That comes from the so-called white man. Ain't no U's, E's, and B's in the Hebrew. His name is Yahweh Shah. Yeah.
The father is Yahweh.
Father is Yahweh.
Right. No, Yahuwah, there's a V in there and an O. Ain't no V's and O's in the Hebrew. Ain't no E's, J's, and U's in the Hebrew. I'm sucking. That's the abbreviation. No, it's YHWH. Ain't no V's in Hebrew. WH. That's the abbreviation for Yahweh. That YHWH is A's in between all those. And it's actually A after, but the last A get dropped. Read this. No, you good. It comes from the small hats. The ones that's in our land. They call Jew Masoretes. They came up with dots and dashes called vowel points to change the name of the Lord on purpose.
I know they call him Yahweh.
Yeah. It tell you in Malachi that the name of the Lord is dreadful among the heathen. So they changed the purpose so we can't call on it. Because that's our power. That's our help. Read again, bro.
Baruch 3:8, it says, behold, we are yet this day in our captivity, where thou hast scattered us for a reproach and a curse, and to be subject to payment, according to all the iniquities of our fathers, which departed from the Lord our power.
We are subject to payment. Everything, bro. And it's a part of our punishment. Right. Hey, real quick, get 2 Corinthians 8 and 9. And this is what the Lord said this in Revelation 3 and 2 and 9. He said, I know thy poverty and tribulation, right? But thou art rich. Because the Holy Spirit is our family heirloom. This is how we rich, through the Holy Spirit. Everybody can't get this. Read that.
2 Corinthians 8 and verse 9. For ye know the grace of our Lord Yahweh Shah HaMashiach, that though he was rich, yet for your sakes he became poor.
He became poor. Listen, go ahead.
That ye through his poverty might be rich.
Yahweh Shah was in poverty. In the flesh as he walked the earth. He told Peter them, and he told the guy, he said, I don't got nowhere to lay my head. He became poor to bring back the nation of Israel through the remnant. No, it's all good.
Some of them don't like it. Some of them.
Bro, that's the curse in Deuteronomy 28. Get Deuteronomy 28,
I learned
54.
Spanish,
Bro, listen, no. All these tribes fucking hate each other. Jamaicans hate Haitians hate Negroes hate Jamaicans, Puerto Ricans hate Dominicans hate goddamn Cubans hate Mexicans.
Facts.
Hey, listen, man. Oh, the Lord, it's a curse on them. Read this.
Deuteronomy 28:54, so that the man that is tender among
They all
you
hate the
is
so-called
very
black
delicate. His eye shall be evil towards his brother.
That's all the 12 of these tribes. The Lord, that's a curse on us, brother.
28:54 right here. His eye shall be evil towards his brother.
That's the curses on them. But that was the point.
That
So,
goes back.
no, go ahead.
That goes back to first and second Kings, where the northern and southern kingdom was split up. It was always a family feud. They were always beefing with each other. That's the same thing with the modern time.
Hey, man, and you know how spiritual that is? Because the northern kingdom, when the split happened, none of the northern kingdom did good as far as their kings. They all was wicked.
They went into captivity.
It was one of them kings that did okay as the northern kingdom. You had kings that come out of these two tribes. It was like 6 or 7 of them that did good with the Lord. The rest of them. So for the northern kingdom not to have no righteous king, they hated the other 3 tribes, man. Just on that alone. Because that was completely wicked.
Judah is the bottom 3. I mean, the top 3, right?
Judah, Benjamin, Levi, yeah. So it tell you in Hosea that Israel went a whoring. Judah did too, but not worse as the northern kingdom did. That's why the northern kingdom went in captivity first. And then Judah, Benjamin, Levi. Who went in captivity first on this time right now? The northern kingdom. Before Judah, Benjamin, and Levi went into captivity, it was Gad, Reuben, and Issachar over here, and Ephraim in the island. They got conquered by the Spaniards. The northern kingdom went into captivity first, before Judah, Benjamin, and Levi did, just like during the time after Solomon, bro.
You say captivity.
Yeah.
Yeah, but before the transatlantic. When you read 2 Kings 17, the Assyrian king took the northern kingdom.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
They went into a new land, so they
Came over here to America. Yeah. To the Americas. Central, South, and North America.
They were also put on slave ships.
Right. They were first. They went in slave ship first.
Yep.
Columbus was taking some of the Native Americans back over to Spain.
What's the like ours is called the slave ship. What was
Transatlantic.
That's
that? No, for the Northern Kingdom.
Oh, the Northern Kingdom. That's with 2 Kings 17.
right.
The year.
In the 1400s.
Read about
Go ahead, bro. You got it.
the transatlantic. Before Columbus came over here.
So it's a sorry.
He's asking
720 BC.
Like the southern students. It's called the transatlantic.
Right.
So he's
Yeah.
saying with the northern kingdom. What's
That was
the term?
Assyrian
That's what he's asking.
captivity.
And that would be
Then the Babylonians went. Judah, Benjamin, and Levi went into captivity.
That's
In this time, well, yeah. Well, no, then it happened all over again with the American captivity. That was the northern kingdom that got on slave ships first before these 3 tribes was on slave ships. Yeah. But it's all prophecy, bro. Yeah.
I just want to make sure I know my history correct, because some of the Jews, not all of them, but some of them, they like when they see somebody who look like us, say they're Jews too. Some of them get a little combative.
So what, the Edomites with the small hats in Israel?
Yeah, like I work with, I'm a kid, I'm a chef, I'm a chef, so I
Okay.
from here to Colorado, Montana, I just left Maine, so they like to ask questions and shit. As far as my history, yeah, I'm about to say this because we all Jews. We came here from the West Africa, the Negro, from the Kingdom of Judah, right? Which is
Right, yeah. They had Fort Benjamin and Fort Judah over there.
Right, and we got there from those 70 AD after the Roman.
Right.
So that's how I got here today.
On slave ships from there to here. From Africa, yeah. That's Deuteronomy 28 and 68.
And then how we got to Africa.
We ran into Israel, ran into Africa, running from the Romans in 70 AD. That's what Yahweh Shah said in Luke 21. When you see Jerusalem come past the army, then flee to the mountains. But we didn't just go to Africa, we fled Asia Minor everywhere. Because Israel is actually on Asia Minor. It's not in Africa. That's a lie.
Israel, like, North.
Israel is not in Africa.
Western Asia.
There's two separate tectonic plates between Africa and that's Asia Minor that Israel sit on. Yeah. You can look it up, brother. Google will tell you. But yeah, we fled into Africa, other parts, yeah, that's how we get over there. Then some went back towards Asia Minor. But yes, but every Israelite that get caught. Because there's still, you got the Igbos over there.
Igbo, Ashanti.
Right, Ashanti, right. A lot of them ain't get caught. Yeah. Hold on, something? So I mean, you got they say Nas, Queen Latifah, Morgan Freeman, they come from them tribes. Yeah. Go ahead.
This is Galatians chapter 4 and 26. But Jerusalem, which is above, is free, which is the mother of us all.
Right. Right. Not Africa. They say Africa's the motherland.
I ain't gonna lie, I say that too.
Yeah. That's what we all thought.
We all did.
But they said Jerusalem is the mother of us all, and Jerusalem is not in Africa. When you get some time, go look it up, bro. Google will tell you, you can go to DuckDuckGo. It'll give you more. You can ask AI. AI will tell you.
Yeah, I'll be rocking the ChatGPT.
Everybody is. That's as Pastor House said, we analyzed everything now. The Lord got the system set up for us to do that. The so-called white man is telling us what the Bible already said. Yeah.
And speaking of that, right? Like I said, I converse with this whole that they tell me that to make it legit. Some of them don't deny that I got the blood and the covenant. They feel like to solidify it, I should.
DNA test. Oh no, go ahead. Like,
No, not like convert, like actually go through the steps.
Convert to
go
what?
through that step. Hell, you said virgin?
Conversion.
No.
To what?
They convert to what? To Judaism?
Like official.
No. Bro.
Nah, man.
We got go ahead.
Oh, man.
This isn't a religion. Actually,
Everything.
like, actually, this is your nationality. You're actually converted to your nationality. If I wanted, as bad as I want to be a Chinese, I can't convert you into a Muslim. It doesn't make any sense.
You want to be a Chinese man?
Hey.
But you're a Hebrew Israelite, so there's no conversion. They're saying that to you because
They was fucking converted.
they converted.
Right.
When you go to the history about the Maccabees, when we was in the captivity of the Greek Empire, before the Greeks took over completely, they took over, but you had the Maccabees that revolted. So one of the descendants named John Hyrcanus, they conquered the Edomites and converted their ass to follow our customs. That's where Judaism come from,
And that's coming again.
following the Jews' customs.
History with
Yes.
Huh?
That would be like none of them was like.
If they Edomites, no. They was converted to follow us. And they agreed to follow our customs.
So how it got to be when
They trying to convert you to convert to what they were converted to. Hey, stop talking to the motherfuckers too, man.
Right.
Stop talking to them
Right.
damn small hats. They
Real
don't know
talk.
shit, bro.
Right.
Them are gutter rats, man.
They're pulling the wool over your eyes, so to
They
speak.
okay. I mean, you gotta, the Lord say, live peaceable with all men if possible. But when it comes to your heritage, your lineage, they can't tell you shit, bro.
Tell you about your
We don't need so-called white man validation to tell us thus saith the Lord, bro. Yeah. Them niggas over there talking about they eating kosher pig.
Kosher pig.
Yeah, that's what they do in Israel. What the fuck
Kosher
can you find
pig.
kosher pig on earth? Nowhere. Oh, nowhere. Yeah, exactly.
That's gay capital of the world.
Yeah. And there's blood all over there in the dirt. Motherfucker killing and party at the same time. That means the nigga playing Bunyan, booty busters, and blood everywhere at the same time. Nigga having a party and blood shit everywhere. How you do that shit?
Motherfuckers, man.
they walk out mad at us. If I can stay away from outside of work.
Hey, what you should be doing when they come with that dumb shit, cut their ass with the scriptures. That's what you do.
I always go to Deuteronomy 28:60.
Yeah. Ask them about Deuteronomy 28:60 or 48. Who put them yokes of iron on niggas' necks? Ask them that.
And yeah, that's why I say like white people, but then that's when you build up the separation, like
Right.
Oh yeah, those are like, yeah, they never will choose.
Right. So that's when you hit their ass with Ezekiel 36. Read this for the brother real quick. Get Ezekiel 36, 1 through 5. This when you hit them with this. Because the Lord said that they was going to take his land and possess it as if it was theirs. Read this.
Ezekiel 36. Also, thou son of man, prophesy unto the mountains of Israel, and say, Ye mountains of Israel, hear the word of the Lord. Thus saith the Lord power, because the enemy have said against me, Aha!
Aha!
Even the ancient high places are ours in possession. Therefore prophesy and say, Thus saith the Lord power, because they have made you desolate and swallowed you up on every side.
Talking about the land of Israel. Go ahead.
That ye might be a possession unto their residue of the heathen.
And the reason it's desolate because we are not there. The Lord said they made you desolate. Go ahead.
And ye are taken up in the lips of talkers, and are an infamy of the people. Therefore, ye mountains of Israel, hear the word of the Lord power. Thus saith the Lord power of the mountains, and to the hills, to the rivers, and to the valleys, to the desolate wastes, and to the cities that are forsaken, which become a prey and derision to the residue of the heathen.
To the residue of the heathen. So Israel became a prey to the residue of the heathen. Out of all these heathen nations, on this sign, who's in there? The top one, Edom. Go ahead.
It says, Therefore, thus saith the Lord power.
Listen to this.
Surely in the fire of my jealousy have I spoken against the residue of the heathen, and against all Idumea.
Idumea, that's the Greek word for Edom. Idumea. Go ahead.
Which have appointed my land into their possession.
Who's in the land of Israel right now? Who control the land? Did read that line again?
It says, which have appointed my land into their possession with the joy of all their heart.
Right.
With the spiteful minds to cast out for a prey.
That's the point. Get me Ezekiel 7 and 20. Right. That's in Jeremiah 3.
Jeremiah
3 and 18. Yeah. It's another one in Jeremiah 25. Right, he just read that to you. Go ahead. Right, you just answered your own question.
They signed the Balfour Declaration.
That's how they got that.
What was the order?
Right. So the scriptures say, man, matter of fact, get Jeremiah 25. What is that? 8. Is it 25 and when it says Jerusalem shall be saved, a branch shall come out of his loins. In that day, Israel shall be saved, and Jerusalem shall dwell safely. Is it 25? 23 and 5. That's it. Read that.
Jeremiah 23 and 5.
Yep.
Behold, the days come, saith the Lord.
Behold, the days come, saith the Lord. Go ahead.
That I will raise unto David a righteous branch.
That branch that come out of David is Yahushua. Go ahead.
And a king shall reign and prosper.
Right.
And shall execute judgment and justice in the earth.
Right.
In his days Judah shall be saved, and Israel shall dwell safely.
Go ahead.
And this is his name whereby he shall be called, the Lord our righteousness.
Now get Jeremiah 3 and 18 and go behind that. Exactly. We ain't going back home until Yahushua come, bro.
So that
That ain't
Fraud.
prophecy.
That's fraud.
But it is prophecy what we just read in Ezekiel 36. Or he said the resident of the heathen shall possess the land of Israel with the joy of all their hearts. They said, aha, we got it.
No.
Now it's
Go ahead, bro.
Go ahead.
No. Because like our elder apostle Tahar says all the time, we were scattered.
Right.
A lot of those, there's a certain amount through the Spirit, they are Israelites.
It's some Israelites over there that's
Right.
wearing that curly shit on their head.
Because there's Sephardic Jews.
Right.
There's a difference between certain Jews, Ashkenazi, different tribes. But like our elder apostle Tahar says, that we were scattered over there too, and a lot of certain amount of those you-know-whos,
Yeah.
they are Israelites. And a lot of them they know that.
Yeah.
But a lot of them are so-called Jews, and they don't know that they're Israelites.
Right.
And they still carry those customs.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
No, you good, bro. Go ahead.
Oh, get them all.
Yeah,
boy.
Forget them
And they
all.
don't supposed to be over there.
Yeah, they're being evicted right now.
They don't supposed to be over there,
I
bro.
think they like African Americans, though. That just
Yeah, I know, but they
Yeah.
don't supposed to be there. You know where they move them dumb motherfuckers at? Next to a nuclear plant. The niggas over there dying slow.
Right.
Yeah.
oh, he came back.
Yeah.
Nigga.
Yeah, they don't supposed to be there, bro. Read this.
It says, in those days, Jeremiah 10:18, in those days, saith the house of in those days the house of Judah shall walk with the house of Israel, and they shall come together out of the land of the north,
Right.
to the land that I have given for inheritance
Right.
unto your father.
How they gonna get there? Get Ezekiel, get to Jeremiah 16 and 16. 14. How they gonna get there? Man, that nigga's a false prophet, man.
Right.
That ain't in the scriptures nowhere. None of that is in the Bible, bro. That guy bugged out, bro.
Yeah, I saw
Yeah.
the scriptures for that.
Read the Jeremiah 16. That guy bugged out, man.
Jeremiah 16:14.
Yep.
Therefore, behold, the days come, saith the Lord, and it shall no more be said, the Lord liveth that brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt. But the Lord liveth that brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north,
Right here. Land of the north.
and from all the lands whither ye have driven them.
The scattered one. And what? Go ahead.
And I will bring them again into their land that I
Right.
gave unto their
I
fathers.
will bring them again into their land.
Right.
We can't go home until the Lord come, man. You can go, you want to go there and visit, cool. But bring your ass home back. Hey, Israel finna be destroyed, man. Yeah. They got asked about a nuclear waste plant, man. No, it ain't. That's a part of the Lord's will, brother. They should have took their ass over there. The Lord ain't no. We don't go to be over there, bro. The Lord ain't. Hey, the Lord ain't no damn. The Lord ain't passing out roses and cotton candy, man. The Lord, our power, the Old Testament. Hey, and as the brother said the other day, the Lord requires more blood in the New Testament
That's right.
than the Old Testament, bro.
That's right.
He wants more blood in the New Testament than the
Right.
Old.
And we're in the New Testament.
It said that the slain of the Lord shall
The
be
Lord finna get
many.
busy, man.
What's that?
At what point in history did we switch over to the New Testament? Because to my understanding, when the Most High put the new covenant in our hearts, and then we just keep the laws.
No, you talking about the new covenant.
New
We
covenant.
living in the New,
New
Testament,
Testament,
time,
right.
but the new covenant ain't gonna be till the Messiah comes.
So new covenant and New Testament is different.
Two different
Nah.
things.
Yeah. So the apostle always mentioned, we live in the book of Acts right now.
That's right.
That's where we at right now in prophecy. The book of Acts. The government gonna come down on the Israelites. Amos 8:11 talks about it's gonna be a famine of the word. So what they doing now, trying to shut off the truth. There's gonna come a time when the truth gonna get shut out. This is why Claudius expelled the Jews out of Rome, man, because of the truth. What they said was that Acts 17, and give me Acts 19 and 4. Claudius expelled the Jews because of the truth. That's what's happening now. We living in that time now. Amos 8:11 talk about a famine of the word. We ain't gonna be out here for much more longer. You got it, whoever got it.
Acts 19:4.
Yep.
Then said Paul, John verily baptized.
No, go to 17 and 4. Sorry.
Acts 17:4.
Yep.
And some of them believed and consorted with Paul and Silas,
Right.
and of the devout Greeks a great multitude,
Right.
and of the chief women not a few. But the Jews which believed not,
Right. Was the Jews believe not? Go ahead.
moved with envy,
Move with envy. Go ahead.
took unto them certain lewd fellows of the baser sort,
Right.
and gathered a company, and set all the city on an uproar,
Go ahead.
and assaulted the house of Jason, and sought to bring them out to the people. And when they found them not, they drew Jason and certain brethren unto the rulers of the city, crying.
So they grabbed him and took him to the rulers of the city. The Lord said, they're gonna give up the prophets. Your phone family member gonna try to turn you in. Those that's teaching this truth, go ahead. Not everybody, but some. Go ahead.
These that have turned the world upside down
See
are
this-
come hither also.
See, this truth will turn the world upside down. But read that last line again.
When they And when they found them not, they drew Jason
Don't mess with them.
and certain brethren unto the rulers of the city, crying, These that have turned the world upside down are come hither also.
So this truth turned the world upside down. So eventually they're gonna come. They tell you when what's it, Amos 5 and 13, that it's gonna be an evil time. The prudent gonna keep silent in that time. The prudent gonna keep silent. Those that teaching the truth, they're gonna be removed because it's gonna be a famine of the word. And see, they doing that now. They forcing it now. They take down brother videos. It's certain things you can't say on YouTube. Yeah, take your shit down. But popping pussy videos stay up all day. But they'll take out that video. If you go into anything got to do with what happened in 2020 with the jump shot, they'll take your video down. Yeah, they call it misinformation. You can't search certain things right now on YouTube, bro. That's why a lot of people use different other apps, like what's Rumble, Odyssey, the other apps outside of YouTube. It's everything on that. You got a lot of Edomites. It tell you in Psalm 64, the Lord said their own tongue shall fall upon them. So you got Edomites that talking about how polluted the water is, how destroyed the earth is, and it's the elite's fault. Everybody point fingers at the elites, because everybody know it's the elites why we eat GMO food. It's the elites. Go ahead.
A lot of this information that we're talking about, these brothers have been
Great stuff.
a lot of the stuff that they learned when they first came in, a lot of the videos they watch,
Yeah. They
going
gone.
into the breakdowns, going into different histories of the Bible. The elders and our elders and apostles, and this breakdown of the histories, it's going to wipe out. That's going to the family of the word.
Yeah. If it happens slowly, it's called condition through gradualism. They're removing it. Because I remember, man, Apostle Bo was that mailbag what?
Wow.
One of our apostles, he had
that's a blast from
one
the
of the times
past.
called mailbag. He was at like 8, 9. Info.12. He started with 1. Where he at Info.12 right now?
He's on no
started at
14.
14 right now. He started at 1. Bro, I'm talking about. The Lord said, man, get me Psalm
Messenger
64.
boy.
I'm hard to hear.
Let's go.
Psalm good slap.
Videos going into the same reviews. Now, we used to go into the videos and check out history books.
Oh, get real quick. Give me Luke 8 and 17.
Show you one time we look at scripture say, all in that one video. All those videos are gone.
Bro,
The same questions you ask.
tens of thousands of videos. Tens of thousands.
It's going to be harder to find now than it was 5, 7
Yeah. They gone, bro. Read this. No, I ain't never heard of it. Hebrew Connect TV. See, but that's good, but they ain't giving you these prophecies of what's happening. They telling motherfuckers to build. Buy some land. We're trying to create generational wealth and shit. The Lord finna destroy this shit, bro.
You should be upset.
Yeah.
Because the name of the Lord is going to lead to salvation.
That's how you get salvation. That's the only way.
A heathen name, that ain't going to save you. Jesus ain't real. Yehuda ain't real. Yahweh ain't real. Yahweh
This ain't soup.
that ain't real. The real names of the Lord in the Paleo Hebrew.
No.
That's a big deal.
Right. And we talking about this, right? I want to make this point. Read this.
Luke 8 and 17.
Yeah.
For nothing is secret that shall not be made manifest.
Right.
Neither anything hid that shall not be known should come
So
abroad.
everything that was hid, I'm going to make this point. Give me Jeremiah 49 and 10. But the Lord said he's going to expose the so-called white man. But not these women motherfuckers we see. Those that control the resources. Those that saying, yeah, send this GMO food right here to Walmart. And send this good shit right here to Whole Foods. Them motherfuckers. Read this.
Jeremiah 49 and 10. But I have made Esau bare. I have uncovered his secret places.
The Lord say he uncovered their secret places. So the most deepest secrets that the so-called white man thought he had, the video that we was watching, they gone. that our apostles and elders bringing out years ago. They gone. And if you ain't never watched them, or somebody constantly re-bringing it up, you'll never know about it. Because they gone. They done deleted them shit.
And he shall not be able to hide himself.
So now